Looks like album number 8 is going to be hard to ignore, even for her most ardent of haters. Now then guys, Quinnsdude here, back on the Rad Music Chat channel. Thank you so much for joining once again. Very quick housekeeping. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you're told whenever I upload new stuff. If you enjoy this video, you'll see the thumbs up below. Please hit that. And any comments, good or bad, get them in as well. Today's episode, we are adding to our series that we call Talking Number Ones, and we are looking at the brand new Miley Cyrus album, Endless Summer Vacation. Endless Summer Vacation has been out since March the 10th and is Cyrus's 8th studio album. It went straight in at number 1 and has now been there for a solid week. Attaching genres to Endless Summer Vacation is actually quite difficult, which is a compliment to Cyrus. She's never been the easiest to actually pigeonhole anyway, but for the sake of doing so, as I like to, we'll put this under disco pop, pop rock. A little bit of background on Endless Summer Vacation is that Cyrus herself has actually, she told Billboard that the album is split into 2 parts, AM and PM. She sees AM starting from track 1, Flowers, through to track 6, Handstand, which is more like a kind of intermission style track. And then from Handstand onwards through to track 11, Island, as the PM section of the album. One thing that I will say for sure is that this album, the artwork and the title of the album kind of gives it the vibe that it's maybe going to be a bit more of a kind of like a party style album, or getting ready to go out style album, and it really isn't. It's not even the end of the party when everything's chilled out and there's just a few deep pockets of conversations going on around the room. This literally is the lying on a beach the day after the party, trying not to feel too hard kind of vibe. So to the music itself on Endless Summer Vacation, first track, Flowers, was actually the first single released in January, a couple of months prior to the album, and it actually has broken the record on Spotify for the most streams in a week, 2 weeks running. And then also it went to number 1 in the singles charts in 37 different countries, which is just wild. The song musically is very much like the sort of dance pop that Diana Ross used to peddle, just maybe brought up a bit more up to date, which is a huge compliment. Yeah, great way to start the album. Lyrically, which is repeated there, you know, it's very clearly about Cyrus's failed marriage to actor Liam Hemsworth, as a lot of these tracks are. Track 2 on the album, Jaded, which I'm pretty sure is going to be the 3rd single, the second one being River, but we'll come to that. First run through the album and then subsequent listens. I think Jaded would probably be one of my favorites, if not my favorite. This track is absolutely sublime. It's the only one on the album that she co-wrote with Greg Kurstin, who has co-written with the likes of Sia, Pink, Adele, Foo Fighters. Placing Jaded musically is a bit tough actually, because although it fits in with the feel of the record very much so, especially the AM part, the first half, it almost feels like sometimes it's I'll listen to it and it's got like when disco artists would do a bit of a mellower track, i.e. back to Diana Ross or Donna Summer or whatever. It's kind of got that feel, and then sometimes because of the guitars on it, it's almost like a country rock tinge track. Whatever it is, it's absolutely amazing. I love this track, and as I say, I look forward to when this one's a single to see how it does. There is a little bit of a dip in quality by the time we get to track 3, Rose-Colored Lenses. It's not one that you'll want to skip because it works with the continuity of the album. It's kind of it fits in with a very hazy, dreamy, Californian sunny afternoon vibe. Funnily enough, it kind of has this lyrical content about staying in like a hotel or a motel room all day, you know, with a partner and having sex all day. There is a line in it that's really cool. That's somehow the bed sheets are dirty like sticky sweet lemonade. We go right back up again in quality though. Track 4, 1,000 Miles. Unfortunately, it's not a cover of the Vanessa Carlton song of the same name, but it's an excellent track. It features the vocal talents of Brandi Carlile, who helps out with backing vocals, and it's a really nice blend, her vocals with her smoother vocals mixed with Cyrus's, you know, gritty vocal style. This really does bring out more of Cyrus's country influences and roots, and also features a nice little bit of harmonica as well. You is another highlight, really sort of loungy, bluesy track, and Cyrus's you know, gravelly vocal style really lends itself to this style of track as well. I'd love to hear her do an album of almost these type of songs. As mentioned earlier, Handstand track 6 kind of acts as like the bridge between AM and PM. It's not really a song so much to speak as just kind of a mood piece, but it just sounds like something that maybe Depeche Mode or Air threw away. So yeah, just treat it for what it is, just a kind of transitional track. Second single, River, kind of kicks off the PM segment. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm not crazy about it. Kind of sounds like early to mid 80s sort of synth pop-y style, ABC, Human League kind of thing. And there's a sort of a little spoken word rappy bit in it that's a bit... The only other track on the album that features a guest on it is Muddy Feet, which is quite an angry track, both vocally and lyrically. This one features Sia, and yeah, again, the blend of the voices is really nice. And then there's this funny section towards the end of the song that literally sounds like every other Sia track. Just see if you can work out which part I mean. Wildcard is one that keeps surprising me every time I come to it. Love this track, love the vocal melody in it, and also she really belts out the vocals in this one. Island is a really nice track, very low key, very 80s sounding as well, and it's been bugging me for ages, but the chorus, the vocal line, is so close to something else from the 80s, and I cannot get it. So if anyone works it out, please tell me and put me out my misery. Anyone that pays attention to Cyrus's private life knows that her mother is really, really important to her, and Wonder Woman closes the album, and it's an ode to her mum, and it's a really gorgeous way to end the album. It's just Cyrus's vocals and a piano. I think that Endless Summer Vacation is actually going to win Cyrus some more fans, late converts to the cause. It's not a perfect record. There's a couple of tracks on it that could do without. Violet Chemistry, for one of them, is just smacks of filler and adds nothing to the album, in my opinion. But yeah, a triumph and a good addition to her already strong discography. So anyway, that's it for this one, guys. Stay rad.